4th April 2007. Emma, Jake, Olivia, and Noah are a close-knit group of friends who reside in New York City. They were looking forward to a weekend getaway in the serene woods near Las Vegas. They packed their bags, loaded the car, and set off, eager for a break from their daily lives. After a few hours of driving, they arrived at their destination, a remote campsite, far from the hustle and bustle of city life. The place was perfect, a crystal-clear lake, towering maple trees, and the sweet sound of nature. They set up their tents, started a campfire, and settled in for what they hoped would be a memorable night. As night fell, they shared stories and roasted marshmallows, enjoying each other's company. But as the fire began to die down, strange things started happening. It began with an eerie howl in the distance, echoing through the trees. "Did you guys hear that?" Emma asked, her voice tinged with nervousness. "Probably just a wolf or something," Noah replied, trying to sound confident but feeling uneasy. The howls continued, growing closer and more menacing. Suddenly, the campfire flickered violently, casting sinister shadows all around them. Out of the darkness, a figure emerged. A tall, gaunt man with hollow eyes and a wicked smile. The friends froze, unable to believe their eyes. The figure, draped in tattered clothes and reeking of decay, slowly approached the campsite. As he moved closer, the air grew colder and a sense of dread enveloped the group. Olivia grabbed a flashlight and shone it at the figure, but it seemed to have no effect. The man continued his approach, his smile widening to reveal sharp, rotten teeth. "Who are you? What do you want?" Jake shouted, his voice trembling. The figure stopped and tilted its head, as if contemplating the question. Then, with a voice that sounded like 1,000 whispers, it spoke. "I am the keeper of the woods. You have trespassed, and now you must pay." The friends backed away, their hearts pounding with fear. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to tremble. Roots and vines erupted from the earth, wrapping around their legs and dragging them towards the figure. They screamed and struggled, but the more they fought, the tighter the vines became. Emma managed to break free and grabbed a knife from her backpack. She frantically cut through the vines, freeing her friends one by one. They sprinted towards the car, but the figure was relentless, gliding towards them effortlessly. As they reached the vehicle, they realized the keys were still in the tent. "I'll get them," Noah shouted, dashing back towards the campsite. The others watched in horror as Noah ran into the darkness, the figure closing in on him. Moments later, Noah emerged, clutching the keys and sprinting back to the car. They jumped in, locking the doors just as the figure reached them. With trembling hands, Jake started the car and sped down the dirt road, the figure's haunting image fading in the rearview mirror. They drove for what felt like hours, until they finally reached a small town. Shaken and exhausted, they reported their terrifying encounter to the local authorities. The police, skeptical but concerned, escorted them back to the campsite. However, when they arrived, there was no sign of the figure, the roots, or the vines. It was as if nothing had happened. The friends were left with more questions than answers. Who was the keeper of the woods? Why had he targeted them? And most chilling of all, would he return? As they drove away from Las Vegas, one thing was certain. They would never forget the night they encountered the keeper of the woods.